grade, lesson 81. This is on reducing fractions, part 1. Now, the other day we were working on things like this. Eli, do you remember me taking, and we had a half, and I was showing you that was 1/2?
Yeah.
And then you remember how we took something that made a whole number, like 2 out of 2 is 1 whole?
Yeah.
And we multiplied that and got 2/4. Do you remember that? 1 times 2 is 2 and 2 times 2 is 4, which means that it was broken up in 4 pieces instead of 2. And therefore, when we fill in 2, it's the same amount. Do you remember doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then sometimes we would change it to 3. And then, so that would be 3 times as big. Remember doing that? So 1 times 3 would be 3, and 2 times 3 would be 6. So that would mean I did something like this. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And all of them are the same. Just when I multiply it by something that equals a 1 whole, it makes it bigger or more pieces. Do you remember doing that?
Yeah.
Am I going too fast? I was just trying to review what we did.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so just like we did that, we're going to take bigger fractions and reduce them.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we're making them bigger, 3 times as big, or 3 times as many slices.
Yeah.
Now we're going to reduce, which means making them from many slices to only a few. So, for example, we're going to take, and when you hear this word, I want you to write it on your paper. Reduce fraction. Reduce fractions. What you're going to do is this. I'll let you go and write that in there.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to take the one we just did, 3/6. You see that?
Yeah.
Which would be like this, remember? Okay? And instead of having many slices, 6 slices, we're going to make them smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, or I'm sorry, less or fewer slices. So right now we have 6. Okay? So a while ago when we were working, or even last week, we were multiplying by something that would make a whole number, like 3 out of 3, 3 over 3, 2 over 2, and finding our answer that way. This time we're going to reduce. So, let me ask you this question, Eli.
Okay.
What number will go into both 3 and 6? Thinking about division, because you're making it smaller. And when you divide something, it makes it in smaller pieces. So if I had 10...
3.
Yes, 3. Okay, but I want to explain what I mean by that. So if I had 10 pancakes on a plate, and I wanted to divide them between you and Isaac, it would make them smaller pieces, right? 5 here and 5 here instead of 10 all. Yeah. So dividing makes smaller. And when you are reducing fractions, it means you're making them divided out into smaller pieces. Got it?
Yeah.
So watch what I do. Reduce fractions. What number will go into both 3 and 6? You already told me.
3.
Okay, so I'm going to put this little division symbol instead of times.
Yeah.
Timesing makes it bigger, remember that? Reducing makes it smaller. Okay, so what will go into both 3 and 6? You said 3. So what I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. Yeah. Remember, we want something that goes 1 whole.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 divided by 3 would be what?
What do you mean?
3 divided by 3. So let me write it out like this. 3 divided by 3. That says the same thing right there. 1. So this would equal 1. 6 divided by 3. 6 divided by 3 is what that says. 6 divided by 3.
That would be 2.
2. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. So is 1/2, meaning I have 2 places broken up and one of them filled in. Do you see how they're the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay? Do you see what we did?
Mm-hmm.
So we're taking bigger numbers, 3 and 6, dividing it to make smaller numbers. But a while ago, I was taking 1/2, and instead of dividing it, I was timesing it by 3, and that would give me 3/6.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're learning how to reduce the fraction rather than making it bigger numbers today. The other day we learned how to make them bigger numbers from 1/2 to 3/6. Today we're learning how to make it from 3/6 to 1/2.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So stay with me. Let's try a few more. Take the number 6/8. Write that on your paper. 6/8. 6/8. Just like that. Okay. And they're asking me to reduce this fraction.
Okay.
Okay? So what question do you have to ask yourself is, what number will go into both 6 and 8? So basically I'm saying what number here would go into 6?
4?
4 would go into 8.
But not 6.
But 4 times something doesn't equal 6. So we have to rethink.
1?
1 will always go. But you can't use 1.
Okay.
Because watch. 1 will go into 6 times. It still have the same number.
Okay.
Okay? So, are these both even numbers? What number will always go into an even number?
2.
Okay? So let's divide by 2 on both of those.
Yeah.
Now you remember you have to have the same number here when you're reducing. I can't do 1 4 and 1 2. That doesn't make it equal in value.
Okay.
Okay, so what is 6 divided by 2? 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2.
Okay. 6 divided by 2 is 12.
Divided by. 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2. So I'm asking you 2 times what equals
3.
6? 3. So we get 3 on the top. Now this one says 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2.
4.
4. So 6/8 reduced is 3/4. That means they're equal. This one just has less slices. This one has more slices.
Yeah.
So we're making less slices by reducing it. You see?
Okay.
So watch this, for example. There's 8 slices. And let's fill in 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over here, we have 4 slices. And let's fill in 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Do you see how they're equal?
Yeah.
Okay? So anytime you do something with 2 and 2, or 3 and 3, or 4 and 4, 5 and 5, 6 and 6, whatever, it'll be equal in value, just with different amount of slices.
Okay.
Okay? But it's very important that you learn how to reduce, because you'll be doing that for the rest of your life. With fractions. They're going to tell you reduce, reduce, reduce. And so you will need to take a fraction that is bigger numbers and make it as small as you can go. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's answer me this question. A. B is... C is, and D is. Which of these fractions, A, B, C, or D, will not reduce? Will not go any lower in numbers?
D.
D. Very good. Why?
Because 6/6 will just be one whole, and it can't go any higher.
Okay, but I'm talking, about reducing.
What do you mean?
Is there a number that can go into both 5 and 6 to reduce it? Right. Is there a number that will go into both 2 and 6?
Yes.
They're even numbers. 2 will always go into it.
Yeah.
3 and 6?
3.
3. 3 will go into 3 one time. 3 will go into 6 2 times. That reduced it. A number that will go into both 4 and 6?
2.
2. And a number that will go into both 5 and 6? No. So this is your answer.
Is it just even and odd can't go together?
No, because this one's even and odd.
Oh.
But it still worked, remember, because you said that. You said 3 would go into that and 3 would go into 6, and that's right. Good job. Okay, so you feel like you understand that one?
Yeah.
Okay, now, let's do this one. They're going to give me a problem, and here's what they tell me to do. Add and reduce. That's what that problem said. Add this and then reduce. So here's what they're wanting you to add and reduce. Okay, so you're taking multiple steps. You're going to add first, get your answer, then you're going to reduce. So, do you remember how you add fractions?
You just add the numerators?
Just add the numerator. Excellent job remembering that you don't do anything with this 8. Very good. So, 1 plus 5 is?
6. 6
and we wrote, okay. So, they didn't just tell me to add, they just didn't tell me to add. They also said add and reduce. So, we're done with this part. Now we have to reduce. What number will go into both 6 and 8?
2.
2. So I'm going to divide by 2 on both of those. You see how I did that?
Mm-hmm.
So 6 divided by 2 means 6 divided by 2.
And that would be 3.
Okay, so I'm going to put 3 right here. And then 8 divided by 2.
4.
4. So what's my final answer?
Your final answer would be 3/4.
Very good. Excellent job. Okay, last problem. So stay with me. This time, they tell me to subtract and reduce. Okay? So here's the problem they give me, Eli. 5 and 5/6. Okay, this is a mixed number. It has 5 whole pies plus 5 slices out of 6 with it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they're wanting to take away, which is subtraction, take away 2 whole pies and 1/6 out of it. So, do you remember how we do this? Because you're going to subtract first, then reduce. What's my first step?
Subtract first.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean subtract the wholes would be.
Yes, but the first step I would take is take them and put them vertically.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to move this minus 2/6 and bring it over here. 2 and 1/6. Okay, you see what I did?
Yeah.
I just moved it over.
And then we do that first. So
okay.
4.
4
right
6.
Here. 4 6.
Very
and
good.
Then 3 holes.
3 holes. Very good. Now, are we done? No, because they told us to subtract and reduce. So we subtracted 3 and 4 6.
Reduce would
you only reduce fractions. You don't do anything to the whole number.
Okay.
So let's reduce 4 6. What number will go into both 4 and 6?
2.
2 will. So watch what I do. Divide it by 2 over 2. 4 divided by 2 is what that says. 4 divided by 2 is going to be what?
Would be 4 divided by
4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2.
2.
2, very good. I'm going to put 2 as my answer there. All right, this one says 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2.
3.
3. So, what is my final answer?
2/3.
That's not my final answer. That's my final reducing. What about this 3 whole?
3 holes and 2/3.
Very good. So the final answer would be 3 and 2/3. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent job. So all you did is take this fraction and make it with less pieces. That's what when you're reducing, you're making it less pieces. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so final answer is 3 and 2/3. That is lesson 81.